Hi, I'm Camilla Watson. I'll be playing while reading out my book, The Wisher Family.
Chapter 0. Father Hunted. I will not go into details. My baby sister and I are the last of our kind. I was 400,000 years old when my sister was born. Over the years, I've met a time traveler. He had helped me when we met. The thing is, now we have to make a hard choice. Make hybrids or screw it. About 2,000 years ago, I found our solution. I found a girl being hunted down, broken, and just as lost as I was. I approached her and got her to fall in love with me. She was pretending to be a male named George. She was hiding her ears and fuzzy tail. She was the last known royal family member of the Foxlings. Foxlings are hybrids, foxes and deer. I protected her with my life and love. I met the time traveler again with her. I was warned about some things, and I warned them. I will not go into details. Long story short, I had to hide my lover. I called her Flower, and my sister called her different flower names. The thing is, I stopped aging at 25 years old, and so did our 10 kids. There was so much love, joy, and fun in our home that is constantly getting bigger. All the love, fun, and joyous memories that we had were, in my terms, short-lived. We got married when she was 18, and she died at 96 years old. I made sure she was in tip-top shape. I made a promise to her. I will not be alone for the rest of my life. The next girl I marry, I will treat her just as well as I did with her. We made a grave in the middle of the house, or the heart of the house.
Alright, that was chapter 0.
Welcome to Chapter 1 of The Wisher Family. Chapter 1. Father. Meet the kids. When each of my kids were born, naming them needed to be special. When my firstborn came into this world, his fur and wings were pink. Why is he pink? Flower asked. My son laughed. Pink tells me that he is a leader. He is a warrior and a fierce one at that. Good at techniques, not going to let her family get hurt. He will be highly skilled with blades. Being good with blades and good at techniques are the main things. His name will be Blade Tech, I said. Flower smiled. Blade Tech Kingwisher, Flower said. I looked at her. Last of the royal family, remember? She said. A year later, we had our second child. His color is dark purple. Dark purple is the color of an assassin. Good at hiding in the shadows, good at hand-to-hand combat. Uses little to no weapons. Good with nature, I said. He looks like he's dead. Death Corpse Wisher, Flower said in a loud tone. I looked at her like she was crazy. She just smiled with a wide grin. Fine, I said at last. About a year later, we had our third child. His colors are red and black. If he was all black, then he would be a royal foxling, she said. He looks like a bad boy, Latex said. Red and black is for fire and blood. Controls the flames of fire, and thirsts for the blood of war. He will eat his kills, like Blatek. More of a hunter than a prey, but I will need to train him a lot. He will go head on without thinking, I said. Bad boy blood wishers when I'm thinking, Flower said. Fine with me, Mommy, Latex said. Really? I asked. Yes, she said. Fine, I said. Bad boy opened his eyes, and I froze. Training will be easy now, I said slowly. Why? She asked. I just stared at the blank eyes. The dull, grey eyes with a black dot. He is a wing flopper. He has no emotions. And he will not have them for a long time, I said slowly. She looked at me in worry. I did not know what to do to help the situation. About a year later, number 4 came. Our first little girl. Fur like her mother's, but wings with musical notes all over in black. Around the notes was golden. Her wings of song will carry others around her. Golden wings of control will be her guide. Her voice will be hypnotizing and pleasant to hear. Golden Song Golden Wisher will be her name, I said. I love it, Flower said. Finally a girl, Death said. All turned to look at him. His voice is so low, Flower said. How? Playtech asked. A year later, number 5 came. His fur was tan like paper, with black cursive words all over his body. The words were in many different languages. They read words of life and death. I gave him to Flower. She looked at me, then our new son. Words of life and death, the strongest of his power. His words can both uplift and kill. He will write down what needs to be written. He will read what needs to be read. Writer, poet, wisher, I said. Mama, Song said. A year later, number 6. His fur was like a painting. All colors of the rainbow all over his fur and wings. Colors of the world to capture in a painting. He will paint the world through his eyes and more. Artist, painter, wisher, I said. He looks funny, Playtex said. Death hit him. You wanna fight? Playtex snapped. Boys! Said in a stern tone. Sorry, Daddy, Playtech and Death said. A year later, number 7. His fur was green and lush like moss, grass, and leaves. His wings were covered with flowering flowers of all colors. Flowering wings of nature. He will grow many plants and will keep them safe and healthy. He will make hybrid plants if he needs to. Sawyer, planter, wisher, I said. I love him, Song said. can I fight him? Blaytek asked. I looked at him with a stern look. You will get your training in a bit. But right now, we need to... We rest. Right now, we rest and we take in this moment, I said. A year later, number 8. His fur was light blue like winter. He's cold, Flower said. He will be. Cold like winter, but can be light as day in the night with light around. Winter snow wisher, I said. Can he freeze me? Bad Boy asked, emotionless. He will not do that, I said. A year later, number 9. My second daughter. Fur like her mother's, but her wings are watery blue. Wings blue waters, like the tides, rivers, and oceans. The water is at her command. She'll be as calm and fierce as the waters. She is beautiful, but she can be, at times, deadly. Looks of a siren, but can blend in the water just fine, I said. I looked at my wife and kids. I don't know what to name her. I don't want to name her Body of Water, I said. All of our kids thought. Flower smiled and pulled in our new daughter. Serene River Wisher, Flower said. Nice save, Mommy, Blaytek said. Serene! The other kids said with joy. A year later, number 10. The last one. All of us were in disbelief. His fur was half black, half white. He's a royal! Flower said with joy. What is black and white, Daddy? Ryder asked. There's no way he can be both. Black and white are both leaders. White is stronger than black. White is a deep thinker. They plan and plot before taking action. Black is a quick thinker. They're good under pressure and will take actions that are quick, precise, and short-lived. Whites are better for long-term attacks, but with blacks, with long-term things, they will only make it worse, I said. Just think of the good things of both, Daddy, Dev said. Okay, White is good long-term plans and strategists. Blacks for quick, under-pressure thinking. White for long-term instructions. Black for short and quick instructions. White for stronger and better leadership. Black for... No, not for that. I said. I was having a hard time wrapping my head around what I was seeing. Was there a black and white Wissaman before us? My baby sister asked. Yes, but not like this. There has never been one that is half and half, I said. He's beautiful, Loris said. I'm just worried that he'll take more of the black side than white, I said. From what I'm seeing, he'll be good at both sides, Flower said. She kissed his little head. He opened his eyes. I stepped back in fear. What isn't love? Flower asked. His eyes. One green, one red. No. He can't have that side of me! I said in a panic. What is going on? Song asked. My eyes are blue. Your
father's eyes are green. For whites with green eyes, they have a dark side to them. Blacks with red eyes have a dark side to them as well, my sister said.
What do blacks normally have? Blaytech asked.
White, I said. Put my hand on the wall to hold myself.
What's his name? Winter asked.
I did not speak. I was too scared to. What do you kids think? Flower asked.
Killer!
Blaytech yelled. No! I snapped as I looked at him. All fell silent. I was shaking. Put my hand over my mouth as I realized what I just did. Flower slowly got up and handed the baby to my sister. Came over to me. She hugged me. I pulled her in tightly and closed my eyes, and tears started to fall. Most of my children were hugging each other in fear and shock. Serene crawled over to the bed, pulled herself up. She slowly walked over to me and hugged my leg. Randall, Serene said. I opened my eyes and looked at her. What? I asked. She started to laugh. What's a Rambo? That boy asked. Flower pulled out of the hug and picked Serene up. I think she's trying to name her new brother, Flower said. We just can't name him Rambo, I said. I know that, Flower said. Serene said as she put her finger on her mother's nose. What about Rambo? Flower asked. That's terrible, Blaytech said. No, it's not. Think about it. We all need to calm down. We don't want to name him anything that has to do with killing fear or monster, my sister said. I calmed down and started to laugh. Ramboop! Yeah, let's name him Ramboop Calming Wisher, I laughed. Yes! Flower said with excitement. I stopped and looked at her. I was not being serious, I said. But I am. Ramboop Calming Royal Wisher. I love it, Flower said. All of our kids started to laugh. We did not change his name, but my sister was right. His name needed to calm us all down. More for me, that is.
Alright, I'll see you in the playing reading chapter 2.